What's going on? Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Random Andrew, your host. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Do lots of random things, hence the name of the channel, Random Andrew. Today, we're out on a little bit of a walk today, right here, a little part of Dutton Dunwich here in southwestern Ontario, the Southwold Earthworks Natural Historic Site of Canada. And I'm gonna read off the plaque to you guys here while we do a little bit of a walk. Do the voice overlay thing, kind of show you where it's located. Right, so where I'm coming from, well, it says we're here. We're coming from that way, St. Thomas direction. And then down this way would be Windsor, Ontario. And London's about off that direction. So that gives you a rough idea, you know, kind of where it is. Not too far from the Thomas Talbot Historic Settlement Site. Nice little drive out into the country, and it's a beautiful time of year to be doing this. All the nice fall colors. So here's a lovely plaque of the Five Nations League. So this here, I'll read it off. If you guys want to pause it and read it yourselves, go right ahead. Southwold, the remains of an Indian village. Members of a neutral Amerindian, so like American Indian, group built by a village surrounded by a double palisade here in Southwold around the year 1500, so we're looking at 520 years back. It is not known how long the site was occupied, but it was probably less than 20 years. All that remains of this village is the raised earth foundation of the palisade walls. The neutrals were related to the Hurons, the Tobaccos, and the Five Nations Iroquois Confederacy. Their name was given to them by the French explorers because of their neutrality and the many wars between the Hurons and the Iroquois. And this is an artist representation. Tillable soil, hunting, fishing nearby, sources of water, wood, a defensible position. These were the qualities of the neutral village site. Alright, so as we approach the village, you can kind of see there's a little walk that goes down on the gully, and then you'll see these mounds here. Not mounds, these are the bases, the foundations for what were palisade walls. Here we go. This prehistoric site was once a fortified village occupied by the neutral Indians between about 1500 and 1650 AD. An earth and palisade walls, later strengthened by a second wall, protected a cluster of longhouses. The neutrals, who emerged as a distinct group within the Iroquois culture about 1450, were so called because they did not participate in wars with traditional Iroquois rivals. This neutrality aroused the ire of the Iroquois Confederacy, and Mohawk and Seneca raids brought about the demise of the neutral nation by 1650. Have a look at this. That's a beautiful tree. Look at the size of that tree. So now we are currently climbing up on top of what was one of the palisade walls. There would have been walls, like vertical timbers, and then you could kind of see the other one along here. It's got like a lot of trees and stuff growing out of it. Nice little rest area here off to the side. Yeah, so back in the day, we would be walking the perimeter of this neutral Iroquois village. I got that right? So being that there's such a recessed area, I'm going to either say this is from drainage happening, or maybe this is where one of the openings, the entrance, might have been. Let's see up over here. So the Southwold site is the only known instance of double earthworks in Canada. You can see what they mean by the 2 rows, double earthworks. It would go around the whole thing, and then an opening right here could have very well been this opening right in here. And these are a number of indicators made it possible for archaeologists to identify the neutrals as the occupants of the site. The presence of clay pipes for smoking tobacco, and the shape of the tools and weapons made of bone and stone. The discovery of thousands of clay shards revealed the importance of pots in preserving and cooking food. Like I said, you guys have to bear with me. I'm a little bit short-winded today. So we're gonna walk right through here, and that you see both of these mounds. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but they call them earthworks because it's a built-up amount of earth. And then there would have been, like they said, the palisade walls surrounding this whole place. So in here would have been a number of longhouses, huts, gathering areas. Yeah, my knowledge of how they built their villages isn't the greatest example, so we'll look at this plaque instead. Yeah, so like I said, the double palisade walls, you could see the double row of timbers along, and then all these longhouses would have been all through here. We're standing in a 520-year-old, at least, native village, Indian village. The men cleared the land, the women cultivated the corn, beans, squash. The women also gathered the nuts and berries and prepared the meals. The men were responsible for hunting and fishing. See if I can get my shadow in the way of it so it's easier for you guys to see. Some nice artist renderings. Everyday lives of the neutrals. Agriculture was the neutrals' main activity and made it possible for them to live in large groups in fortified villages until the surrounding resources were exhausted. The longhouses in which the neutrals lived were built to lengths of up to 50 meters and accompanied by 50 occupants. It makes you wonder, did they ever come across, would there even have been any remains of the longhouses within this area? I mean, it's made of wood and natural structures, so after X amount of years, they would be gone. Look at this tree, that's nice, it's tall. If you know what kind of tree that is, comment in the comment section down below. And then you can see where that picnic table is right over there. We'll walk over, and I'll show you, point out where the opposite side of those mounds were. I guess it would be the other walls. The north walls of the village. So you can see the one here. As you look, you can see it right here and right over here. And they both run up. And so effectively right here would be between those two walls. And you could actually walk the perimeter of this whole one side, and the other side is actually where these trees and everything were. So it wasn't a tremendously big village. You could walk from one side of this village to the other in less than 10 minutes. And look at this, somebody's built a little shelter over here. Let's go check this out. Oh, would you look at that? Somebody's been out here practicing their bushcraft. See that, or a really coincidental falling of wood. So again, we're coming back on top of the outer wall. And at one point in time, you probably would have been able to go and check along this little creek bed here and find arrowheads or different things that may have been left behind But a lot of people have come out here over the years and done just that, and now a lot of that stuff is gone. Okay, so this is how high these earthwork mounds still are. This is lowering the camera right down. Trying to give you guys a good perception of just how present these earthwork mounds really still are. It's pretty cool. You could be walking through a longhouse right now and wouldn't even know it. Alright, another one of these great big giants of the trees. I think it's the same as the one over there. This one's still got more green to it. Come up and look closer. You can see all kinds of people over the years carved into it. This is what it looks like after X amount of time. Guarantee you, this is not from the natives. Maybe the current local people in this area, but definitely not by the people who once inhabited this area. Look at this actual hole up there. Rather a gorgeous day to be out here on a walk though. A little bit chill, as you can tell. I got the army coat with the impossible collar. No matter how much you try, this collar will not stay down. You try and put it up, it still flops on one side, so know that. And don't do this on purpose. It's the coat's idea. Anyhow, yeah, a little bit of a chill, but great day to be out doing some exploring, some walking around, standing on a palisade wall. It's gorgeous. And if you do plan on coming out here to the Southwold area and checking this site out, like I said, they have a little picnic area. They've actually got porta potties out here, so you can go if you have to go. But otherwise, I think I'm just about done here. There's not a lot to see, but knowing that there at one point in time was a whole village of neutral Indians, American Indians, is that what they called them? A whole group of neutral natives living here in this thing, a whole village. And now there's still to this day, 520 years later, evidence in the ways of these earthworks, the palisade walls. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Really got to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, all you new subscribers. We are so close to 1,000 subs. It's pretty awesome. I haven't been making a heck of a lot of videos lately. I should be, and I will be getting back to it, especially now that we're close to 1,000 subs. You guys want to reach out and make a collaboration, you got an idea of something that make a great video, please do so. Contact me through the Real Random Andrew on Instagram, Random Andrew on Facebook. All the contact information is in the description down below. Plus, if you'd like to support the channel and see me be able to do more, go more places, see more things, make more awesome content, consider becoming a patron. The link for my Patreon is in the description down below as well. I haven't figured out the whole rewards program with the Patreon page yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there, bear with me. So again, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you're not subscribed, please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, all that great YouTube stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. But wait, there's more. Time for a bonus clip. I noticed this on the way in. This gate is open, and it appears to be almost like a trail. So we'll take a little wander in. Look at this down here. Great big old tractor tire. Just a big old mud pit. There's like no gravel in the bottom of there. It's all covered in mud. What's on this side? Oh, a big old down tree. Well, this is really peaceful. Be some great camping back in here, I bet. cool. It doesn't look like it's not much of a trail. It just kind of goes to nothingness. There's like a little bit of a concrete foundation. Oh, look at this. It's like a old barrel smushed and buried into the ground. A little bit of a foundation piece of some kind here. But yeah, that's it. It's not really a trail. It just comes in and over this spot here. In which case, there's not really anything to see. But it was good bonus footage anyways. This gorgeous piece of nature. Okay, we'll see you guys next time.